Hey friends, welcome to this class of biryani and kebabs. Hyderabad ki biryani and Lucknowi kebabs are most popular. Now, what is the difference between a Hyderabadi biryani and a Lucknowi biryani? Hyderabadi biryani is spicier than a Lucknowi biryani. So let's get started with the biryani and we'll do the kebabs later. Now for the biryani, I'm doing a kathal biryani. You could do a chicken, mutton, or a mixed vegetable. I'll tell you how to do it as you go along. So the first thing that we are going to do is marinate the kathal. I have used frozen kathal. If you buy fresh, see that it's not very paka hua, not over mature because it gets fibrous and the seeds are very, they are very chewy. So you could remove the seeds if they are पके हुए बीज हैं तो उनको निकाल दीजिए. और when you cut the kathal, just put oil on your hands and then cut it. It's a good idea to buy pre-cut kathal these days or a frozen one, even better. So now I have this kathal, and whether you're doing a chicken, mutton, or a kathal biryani, it's a good idea to take equal amount by weight of the rice and the vegetable or meat. So if I've used 2 cups of rice, which makes it about 400 grams of rice, at least 400 grams of kathal, even 500 grams would be even better. When I say 500 grams, I mean cut and peel. So a kathal has a lot of skin. So you have to buy, if you buy it raw, then you have to buy a little more quantity because a lot goes off in the skin and all. So this is frozen kathal. This is 300 grams pack. And I have used about 1.5 packs of this, which comes to about 500, and my rice is about 400. So it's fine the way you want to do it. Okay. Now to start with, what we need to do is marinate the kathal a little. Now I'm going to marinate it with ginger garlic paste and some gram flour or besan. So here goes the ginger garlic paste and besan, which is gram flour. Not much ingredients are needed for marination. I'm using a little dhania powder, red chili powder, salt, and haldi, the basic masalas. And I have used Nita Mehta red chili powder and I have used Nita Mehta dhania powder. Do try my masalas. They are available on nitamehta.com. You can buy them online. Okay, let me give this a good mix. Now, if you were to use chicken, then instead of the gram flour, just add a tablespoon of lemon juice. For chicken and mutton, lemon juice is a good tenderizer. And it's important to marinate it for at least half an hour. The longer, the better. Sometimes we do it overnight. That's even better. The khatta or the sour things like lemon juice, vinegar, or dahi, yogurt, it always tenderizes the meat. In this case, we don't want to tenderize it because it's a vegetable. So we've added a little besan, and the besan also gives it a nice taste. So if you are doing mutton, then or chicken, all you have to do is the basic for masala, salt, haldi, dhania, lal mirch, and a little of the ginger garlic paste, plus instead of besan, no besan, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice should be good enough. Now I'm going to saute this in a pan. It's a good idea to saute it in a single layer in a big pan. The besan here is not roasted because I'm going to cook it. But in some other things, when there's no cooking, because if I roast the besan, then it will get over roasted when I'm sauteing it. So here you could add raw besan. The besan is not roasted. Just put some oil, put your kathal. Let me add this also. And I'm going to drizzle a little oil on it.
Can we use vegetables?
You can do other vegetables like mushrooms, potatoes, or any mixed vegetables like cauliflower, carrot, beans. But this kathal tastes very nice. I would suggest whenever you do my classes, first do what you are learning. Even if you don't like kathal, I'm sure you'll enjoy it in the biryani. So it's a good idea to do what I'm teaching. And if you do any of my classes, that reminds me, you can look up cookflix.in for all the class videos that you have missed. Okay. I'm going to roast this a little. I've added a little more oil so that the besan that I've added and the ginger garlic paste that I've added gets a little cooked. Since I'm cooking, the besan is not roasted. It's raw besan. Okay. I'll put this on another stove and proceed further. Okay. Now, next we'll do is fried onions. What we need is fried onions to make the curry. You know, when you do biryani, there are two things, two parts. One is the rice and one is the curry. So what am I doing now? I'm heating up some oil to fry the onions. And I'm going to fry the onions like this. Now you notice this onions, some of them have kind of got burned. I purposely burnt them to show, because you know people think frying onions is very simple, but frying onions is really an art, because you should know when to stop, put off the heat so that they don't burn, because you know the onions keep cooking on their own and they become 2 3 shades darker than what you've taken them out. So now how do you fry the onions? These onions will be used in making the kathal curry as well as in garnishing or adding to the rice when we are layering it with the rice. Okay. Now how do you cut your onions? These are the these are the raw onions which I have sliced very finely. Now how do you do? You take an onion and you first cut it into half. And what is important is you remove this, you know, the knotted end. You need to remove this knotted end. Why? Because then only the onions would separate. And here now I'm going to cut them very finely. If I had not removed the knotted end, the slices would not separate. See now, if I pick up this, these slices separate. So this is what is important, that the slices separate. So this is the onions that I have done. Let me cut this also. Now, how do you fry your onions? On high heat, low heat, medium heat. Medium heat. And when you're frying them, keep pressing them, because we are not putting too much of oil in a kadhai. You know, when you fry in too much of oil, the whole oil gets kind of, you know, fried oil. We don't want too much of fried oil left over. So what we do is we take about 1.5 cups of oil, and let me see the oil. It's hot. I can just check. Kind of hot. I can put my onions in. And if you notice, it's about 1.5 cups of oil. And it's better to fry in a pan rather than a kadhai, because you get more space for the onions to be spread out. Initially, keep the heat high, and when they start changing their color, then you need to bring it to medium. And when they have turned a little golden color, you need to switch it off and fry them till they turn the color you want.
Ma'am, I have tried many meals, but I don't get the meaty texture. Mutton should it be pressure cooked or raw mutton?
Uh,
Mutton, sorry.
when you are layering, there are two kinds of biryani, a kachi biryani and a pakki biryani. Here I am doing a pakki biryani in which the mutton is cooked or the chicken is cooked or the vegetables are cooked and then layered with rice, which is slightly about 75% done, and the whole thing gets flavored together. So the mutton has, if you are using mutton, you need to cook the mutton, and it's a good idea to pressure cook the mutton because it's much faster. Otherwise, it takes much longer. And if your mutton doesn't uh, become tender, then you can add a teaspoon of raw papaya paste to the marinade. Okay. I have some almonds split into two, which I'll be adding to the biryani. So I'm going to fry these also along with the onions. Now I'm going to use the same oil for cooking my vegetable or cooking my chicken, whatever, or your mutton, whatever you want to cook, because the oil gets flavored with the fried onions. So what you need to do is, once the onions are done, you can just take out the excess oil and proceed making your korma or your gravy, whatever you call it, in the same oil. So we'll just wait for this oil, for the onions to turn a little golden before we proceed. Now, what kind of rice are we looking at? There are two kinds of rice. One is the raw rice and one is a parboiled rice. The raw rice or basmati rice, I'm sure all of you are familiar with. This is sela chawal or parboiled rice. When you want to make it in a larger quantity, this rice works very well. But if you want to make just 1 or 2 cups, you can even make with the regular basmati rice. Now, what is the difference? This rice doesn't break so easily. And so larger quantities, the rice becomes a hash if too much of is made together. So for larger quantities, this double chabi brand, I quite like it. And this is uh, golden sela, which is parboiled rice. So if you are using this rice, this needs to be soaked for at least 2 hours. It's a little tough, and the boiling time is also more. But if you're using regular basmati long grain rice, which you use for your pulaus and all, you can need to soak it anywhere from 15 minutes to 30 minutes is good enough. Now, when you're doing your onions, keep pressing your onions because we haven't taken too much oil. So keep pressing it. It's important to press the onions. And when you're doing the onions, remember you need to remove the knot so that you can separate the onions when you're frying them. Okay. So I'll be using this rice, which I've soaked for 2 hours and boiled also. And I'll tell you the boiling process when I'm going to do the layering. Okay. As of now, see, I've kept a katori here because I'm going to take out the excess oil in this. Now they have changed color, and when you're doing this, you need to be around, absolutely around. I'm going to use my biryani masala in this. This is Nita Mehta biryani masala, which I'm going to use, and it really gives a nice flavor to your biryani. When you fry these onions, what you can do is you can also fry them and put them in a Ziploc bag and keep them in the freezer. They last very well if they are frozen. You can keep them that way also. Little more time for the onions to go. Are there any questions? Yes. Hmm? No? Okay. Now, these almonds are cut into two. If you like, you can add raisins also. You can add cashews also. Whatever you like, you can add those. Now, let's have a look at the rice again. See, this is the boiled rice. Now, what all can you see in this? Can you see these lemon slices? Some green chilies which are just slit. I told you Hyderabadi biryani is a little spicy. So it is slit green chilies, lemon slices, some bay leaves, some green cardamom. So all this is put in the rice when you're boiling it. Now, how do you boil your rice? You boil a pan of water, maybe a pan which can hold about 2-3 kilos of milk, and you fill it more than half, because you know if you fill it till the top, the water comes out. You fill it more than half and put all these things, the bay leaves, the green chilies, the uh, green cardamoms, the onion slices, and bring it to a boil, and you boil the water for quite some time with the flavorings. Flavorings say I mean the bay leaves and all. Because for 5 minutes, let the water boil with these things, and when you're adding the salt, be a little generous because most of the salt is going to be drained off. So add a tablespoon of salt because only a little salt is going to go in the rice and all is going to be drained off. Now, once the rice is, after it's been boiling for 4 to 5 minutes, we add the rice to the boiling flavored water and boil it. If it is basmati, which you have soaked only for 15-20 minutes, that should take about 7 to 8 minutes. But if it is this golden sela, it will take anywhere from about 12 to 15 minutes. And how do you know your rice is done? When you press it, it gets pressed, but with a little pressure. So that is what is important. My onions have become light golden, and now I need to keep pressing them and moving them around so that they don't get burnt. Have to be careful with this. So this is how you do your rice. Sorry?
Alka man is asking, is biryani masala optional or mandatory?
Biryani, if you are doing a biryani alka, it's a good idea to use the biryani masala. It flavors the biryani much better. And it's no problem getting it. You get these things online so easily.
Then Rohini man is asking, how long do we cook the butter for?
The kathal is just cooked till it's golden from both the sides. I'm cooking it a little extra so that the cooking time is reduced later on, but just about 5-7 minutes till it changes color. Now see, our onions are almost on the verge of being done. I'm going to remove my onions. They should be golden. Now when they turn golden, it's a good idea to switch off your gas and wait for just a minute or so and start taking it out. We want them crisp and we want them golden. We don't want them burnt. So you have to be around. And now see, they'll turn a shade darker. Here. Now let's just compare with the onions that I showed you. They were kind of burnt. This is the right, and you should just spread them out. This step is important, though it took a little time, but I wanted to show you this because people normally burn their onions and then a burnt taste comes. Okay, now let's remove the excess oil. And I'm going to leave just a little oil in this. Yeah, that's enough. We don't need much oil. Now, 4 onions, I've fried only 4 because I'm going to use those for the for the rice. Now 4 onions will go back into this oil, which is just 3 tablespoons. And look at the lovely color of the onions. They're just right. Now we don't want to brown them further. So just add the onions and quickly add some ginger garlic paste. Keep the heat low. You don't want to burn the onions. Okay. Now in goes our masalas. हल्दी धनिया लाल मिर्च, बस अदरक लहसुन की खुशबू आ गई. And if your masalas do start burning, add a little oil. I can see a nice color. And have a spoon in your hand like this. A flat spoon is even better. If you have this, this is better. I can mash the onions nicely. And now I'm going to add the yogurt. But I have to whisk the yogurt before I add it. This is 1 cup of yogurt. And if you are using a little yogurt made from, your homemade yogurt, then it's a good idea to just hang the yogurt for a little while so that it's not too watery. I'm using a ready-made yogurt. Okay. Now, once you've added the yogurt, keep stirring it. Keep stirring the yogurt and let it come to a boil. You don't have to reduce the heat because you can just keep stirring it. And let it come to a nice boil, and let me just cover it so that it goes a little faster. Okay. Now,
onions we need to fry at high or low flame for brown onion or
onions initially high flame, but when they start changing color, then reduce the heat to medium. And when they turn a little golden, switch off the flame. So you have to keep changing your flame. Kathal le aao. Let's oil it. Okay. The kathal is nice and brown. If you can see, it's nice and cooked. Now, suppose you were doing chicken biryani. This step was not needed because there's no besan in the chicken or mutton, and this step is not needed. All you have to do is marinate your chicken or mutton this way and make your gravy till here. And once the yogurt comes to a boil, add your marinated chicken mutton. Now this oil has come on the top. The yogurt is nice, well blended. Now I'm adding the kathal. You could add your chicken here and bhuno the chicken nicely for about at least 5-7 minutes. And then after bhunoing your chicken for 5-7 minutes, we need to add some flavorings to it. Now, what are the flavorings? The biryani masala, as I told you, I'm using this Meeta Mehta biryani masala. So in goes our biryani masala, 2 tablespoons of biryani masala. I'm putting some mint leaves. Never use a knife for the mint leaves. It's a good idea to just break them roughly. And let me reduce the heat a little. So biryani masala and the mint leaves have gone into the kathal. And what we need to add is a little elaichi powder, half a teaspoon. You know what I do? I make my elaichi powder and I sift it through a tea strainer, and the fibrous things, the fibrous part I use in my tea, and the powder I use in my things, in my desserts or in biryanis. Okay. And a little kevra. If you don't have kevra, you can use rose water, but kevra is a good option. So about 2 teaspoons of kevra gel. Okay. Now we need to cook this for a while. See, if there's no gravy in this, I've not written in the recipe, but please do add, then add a little water because you need a little gravy. But I won't add it right away. Let me just cover it and cook the kathal. The kathal is getting cooked. Yeah.
What type of vegetable we can add instead of
What type of vegetable? Okay. If you don't want to use kathal, you can use a mixture of vegetables like cauliflower, potatoes, beans, uh, even broccoli is nice, but carrots, cauliflower, beans, and peas is the regular vegetables that go into the biryani. Okay. Now, how do we do the biryani? What do you layer it in? Now we have the rice. When you want to layer it, first of all, we'll remove all this. We don't want all this to come in our mouth. So let's remove this. So our rice is here. Our almonds are also there. And I'm going to use a handi to do it. Now, what all do we need? See, you can fry your onions and put them in a Ziploc bag also like this if you like before. Now let's have a look at the kathal because I cooked it a little longer when I was stir frying. So I think it should be done. ये नीचे थोड़ा सा लग रहा है. I'll add a little water. Okay. Let me just check the salt and all of the kathal and then I'll layer it. Salt and all, everything is right. But just let me check if the kathal is done. Yes, the kathal is soft because we had cooked it a little longer. Okay. Now I'm switching this off and I'm going to layer it. Take a handi or a dish which can go into the oven. If you like, you can make it in this also. I'll tell you how you do it in this. Okay. Now, this is a handi and I put half of my rice in this. I've told you how to boil the rice. Oh, sorry. I had to put half of the vegetable first. You know why? If I put the rice, what is going to happen? The rice will burn. Good, I did it this way so that you remember not to do it like this. Okay. I need to put half of this vegetable in this first. And see the rasa or the gravy, just a little bit. So if you need, you can add a little water. Half of it goes in. Now, if you were to do it in this, you could remove half and assemble in this if you like. So this is done. And then I put half of my rice. Be very gentle with your rice. It's a nice idea to use a fork. You know, you don't squash the grains. Okay. Now, after this rice, this is some saffron soaked in some hot water. This is going to color my rice and flavor my rice, saffron. Okay. Then I put some mint leaves, some fried almonds split into two, some fried onions, then I put the remaining vegetable, chicken, whatever you have. There should be this little bit of gravy. Because अगर ये नहीं होगा, your rice will turn dry. Just spread this, but it should be too wet. You can just write about 1/4 cup of water, maybe added. Okay. Now, after we are done with this, we'll put the rice. Remove these elaichi and all whatever comes. Just keep separating the rice grains. Don't overfill it. This is left. Never mind. Let this be there. And now we sprinkle our kesar water. It colors and flavors the rice. Then we put some fried onions. And then we put some mint leaves. We put some mint in the korma also. But this is different. You need to put it here also. Some almonds. Okay. And some biryani masala on the rice. Last, what you need to do is put a little ghee. Pani de do. Put a little ghee, about a tablespoon, and a little kevra jal. That's it. And you cover it with foil. You can seal it with dough also if you like, but not in this handi. Foil is better for this handi. Okay. Now, how do you put it for dum? You can't put this on the gas. So if you want to put it for dum, if you want to put it for dum in the oven, I have put the oven on at 120 degrees and I'm heating some water. This goes in a water bath. This is hot water because the biryani turns dry otherwise. I put this pot in a water bath for about 30 minutes. The other alternate would be that the other alternate would be if you had made it in the kadhai, you could put it on dum in the kadhai. In the sense, this pan, let's say you would have taken out half the korma, layered it with rice, half the rice, then put the remaining half and layered it like this, sealed it and put it on dum on very low heat with a tawa underneath on the gas if you want. So there are two ways of doing it. Now next we are done with the biryani and we will be doing paneer tikka, which is a very nice crispy papad paneer tikka, and it goes very fast. Sorry? Yeah. Tell me. Okay. If you have any questions regarding the biryani, please ask me.
मैम
I'm
कटहल का
unable to-
प्रोसेस एक बार फिर से बताइए ना, दोनों टीन्ड और वो लेट ज्वाइन हुई थी जरा सा।
मैं आपको क्लास के ये जब खत्म हो जाता है फिर आपको
अच्छा।
कटहल का प्रोसेस बता दूंगी
अच्छा,
दोबारा से,
ओके।
आप पूछ लीजिएगा लास्ट में, ठीक है?
ओके ओके मैम, ओके।
हाँ जी। और किसी को कोई पूछना है? क्योंकि
तो
मैं
मैम
2-3 बार
वेजिटेबल भी ऐसे ही करेंगे ना जैसे कटहल को
हाँ
आपने
जी,
बेसन देके
हाँ।
किया था, वो कच्चा
हाँ,
रहेगा,
बिल्कुल।
पर बॉयल नहीं
हाँ।
रहेगा आलू और?
आलू बॉईल कर लीजिएगा, बाकी सब्जियां नहीं।
मैम गैस पे कटहल को बिरयानी को कैसे करेंगे?
गैस पे करने के लिए आप यहाँ पर एक गैस पर तवा रखेंगे, तवे के ऊपर अपनी कढ़ाई रखेंगे या जिसमें पैन रखेंगे और आंच बिल्कुल धीमी कर देंगे।
ओके,
ठीक है?
कितनी देर के
मैम,
लिए?
आधे घंटे के लिए।
मैम विदाउट पानी वानी के कुछ भी नहीं?
पानी उसमें है ना आपके, एक तो पानी आपने वो केसर वाला डाला है और
ओके,
दूसरा
ओके।
आपका पानी है ना, आपका जो करी है उसमें भी पानी है।
ओके, थैंक यू मैम।
ठीक है? अब हम बना रहे हैं। हाँ जी।
मैम अगर बिरयानी को सब्जियों की जगह पनीर में बनाते पनीर की, तो मतलब टेस्ट कैसा आएगा उसका, सही रहेगा या नहीं?
अब सिर्फ पनीर नहीं, पनीर के साथ सब्जियां। चलिए अब हम अनम्यूट करते हैं और वेरिएशन हम बाद में पूछेंगे, पहले हम रेसिपी बना लेते हैं।
चढ़ाना है
हाँ जी,
ब्राउन अनियन को कितनी देर के लिए चढ़ाना है तेल में?
ये आपको देखना पड़ेगा कितनी देर चढ़ाना है, जैसे देखना पड़ेगा आपको, कलर बताया था आपको। अच्छा, अब ये मैंने हम योगर्ट ले लिया है, मैंने 1 कप दही को टांग दिया इस कपड़े में और उसके बाद मैंने ये दही को अच्छी तरह से फेंट लिया और अब इसके मैरिनेड में मैं डालूंगी थोड़ा सा तेल, थोड़ा सा अदरक लहसुन और मसाले हैं थोड़े से, आपको बता देती हूँ, आपकी रेसिपीज में लिखे हुए हैं सारे मसाले। और मैं इसमें डाल रही हूँ ये कश्मीरी मिर्च पाउडर, देगी मिर्च पाउडर और कश्मीरी मिर्च पाउडर सेम होता है, थोड़ा सा धनिया पाउडर है और थोड़ा सा चाट मसाला है इसके अंदर, ये चाट मसाला है। एक चीज और जो मैंने मसाले में डाली है वो है हमारी कसूरी मेथी और पनीर मसाला, ये डाल रही हूं मैं कसूरी मेथी और ये है पनीर मसाला 2 चम्मच। तो ये हमारे सारे मसाले हो गए दही के साथ, सौंफ पाउडर भी है, कसूरी मेथी भी है, चाट मसाला है, पनीर मसाला है, ये मसाले डाल के इसका फ्लेवर बहुत अच्छा हो जाता है। और इसके अंदर अब मैं डाल रही हूँ भुना बेसन, बेसन जो है वो इसमें भुना हुआ है, पर आप रंग देख रहे हैं कि रंग इसका पीला ही है, रंग आपने इसका ब्राउन नहीं करना है, तो बहुत हल्का सा भूनना है। तो 2 चम्मच ये भुना बेसन है, ये इसमें नीता मेहता सौंफ पाउडर बहुत बढ़िया लगता है। ये तेल थोड़ा सा रह गया, अब इसमें हमने पनीर डालना है। जरा एक बार ये देखिए, ऐसा गाढ़ा सा होना चाहिए मिक्सचर, पतला नहीं होना चाहिए, और बेसन भी आपका हल्का भुना होना चाहिए, बहुत ज्यादा भुना हुआ बेसन नहीं चाहिए हमें। पनीर के आपने ऐसे टुकड़े काट लेने हैं और टुकड़े काट के इसके आपने छुरी से इसको बीच में से बस हल्का सा स्लिट देना है, छुरी दे देना है। अब स्लिट, ये जो मैरिनेट बनाया है इसको एक बार हम मैरिनेट को चख लेते हैं बनाने के बाद। वैसे तो मैंने सारे इंग्रेडिएंट्स नाप के रखे थे, बिल्कुल ठीक है। अब इस स्लिट में थोड़ा सा अगर आप इसे खाएंगे तो नमक ज्यादा लगेगा, तो आप फिक्र मत करें, थोड़ा सा नमक हायर साइड पे ही रहता है। तो ऐसे हर एक के अंदर ये मैरिनेड हम भर देंगे। अब इसके ऊपर हमें एक कोटिंग देनी है, ये है पापड़। ऐसे पापड़ ले लीजिए और उसे आप चाहे तो माइक्रोवेव कर लीजिए। 2 पापड़ को 2 मिनट लगते हैं। तो ये मैंने पापड़ को 4 पापड़ माइक्रोवेव करके रखे हैं और इन्हें ऐसे क्रश कर लीजिए। ये कच्चा पापड़ आपको दिखाया है। 4 लगे 6 लगे डिपेंडिंग ऑन दी साइज। अगर बड़े बड़े हैं तो 4-5 में हो जाता है, छोटे हैं तो 7-8 भी लग जाते हैं। इसमें मैं थोड़ा सा हरा धनिया मिला देती हूँ। ये हमारी पापड़ की कोटिंग है। तो ये आप मशरूम में, चिकन में, किसी चीज में भी लगा सकते हैं, पर लगता सबसे अच्छा ये पनीर पर ही है। चलिए, अब इसके बाद ये जो पनीर था हमारा, इसको हम जितने हो गए, ये जो आपके पनीर है ये इसमें हम डाल देते हैं, मैरिनेट कर देते हैं और इसे हम अच्छी तरह से मिला लेंगे। ये अच्छी तरह से, तो अंदर भी मैरिनेट भरा है और बाहर भी। और अब एक ट्रे ले लीजिए और उसे आप थोड़ा सा ऑयल से ग्रीस कर दीजिए। अच्छा, इसको ओवन में जब हम रखते हैं तो थोड़ा हाई हीट पे रखिए। तो मैं अब बिरयानी निकाल देती हूँ, क्योंकि बिरयानी तो आप समझ गए हैं, और इसे ओवन को मैं 220 पे कर दूंगी। ओके, अब इसको क्या करना है, ये पनीर एक उठाया और इस पे लगाया, तो इसमें पापड़ और हरा धनिया है, और इसको जो हमारी चिकनी करी हुई ट्रे है इस पे हम लगा देंगे। बिरयानी निकाल दो बाहर। ये हमारा पनीर टिक्का। अगर आप चाहें तो ऐसे पापड़ लगाकर और आप इसे एक प्लेट में रैप लगाकर रख सकते हैं। इसके साथ जो हरी चटनी आपने बनानी है वो आपको रेसिपी दी हुई है, मैंने हरी चटनी बनाई हुई है। तो हरी चटनी के लिए आपने कुछ नहीं करना है, बस अपना धनिया और साथ में आपने टमाटर और प्याज और हरी मिर्च और नींबू, या कच्चा आम आजकल आ रहा है तो कच्चा आम के साथ आपने उसे पीस लेना है। पानी की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती है खास, अगर धनिया आपने ताजा ताजा धोया है। ओके, तो ये हमारे ऐसे टिक्के हो गए हैं और इन्हें मैं ओवन में अब थोड़े से टिक्के को रख देती हूँ। 220 कर दो। ये देखिए, प्लेट में फैलाना बहुत जरूरी है, नहीं तो सारा पापड़ गीला हो जाता है एक ही बार में। चलिए, अब ये थोड़े से हमने कर लिए हैं अभी के लिए और ये हम उठा देते हैं। ये मैंने ओवन तेज कर दिया 220 पर। जो पनीर टिक्का है ये थोड़ा सा हाई हीट पे आपने बनाना है, क्योंकि अगर आप कम हीट पे बनाते हो, अगर ये आप चिकन बना रहे हो, ये चिकन टिक्का भी ऐसे ही बनता है, पर चिकन टिक्का को ज्यादा देर मैरिनेट करना जरूरी है। और अगर आप चिकन टिक्का बना रहे हो और उसको आपने एक 220 पे रख दिया तो चिकन तो आपका हार्ड हो जाएगा। पनीर तो पका हुआ है, अगर आलू है उबला हुआ वो डाल सकते हैं, वो भी पका हुआ है। तो पकी हुई चीज को आपने सिर्फ ब्राउन करना है तो हाई टेम्परेचर पे 220 पे रख सकते हैं। पर अगर कच्ची चीज है और उसे पकाना है तो 180 पे आप उसे रखें। थोड़ा सा टाइम ज्यादा लगेगा, 15-20 मिनट 20 मिनट लगेंगे, इसको आपके 10 मिनट में ये हो जाएगा। तो ये हमारा क्रिस्पी पापड़ पनीर टिक्का तैयार है। इसको मैं ओवन में रख रही हूँ और ये जाता है हमारा ओवन में। ये बिरयानी दिखा दो एक बार, मैं ले लूंगी। ये देखिए बिरयानी अभी निकाली इसलिए है क्योंकि ये 220 पे रखेंगे तो बिरयानी जल जाएगी। ये देखिए इसके नीचे पानी रखा था, उससे क्या होता है जो आपकी बिरयानी है ये आपकी सूखती नहीं है। जैसे अभी किसी ने पूछा था सूख जाती है बिरयानी, कोई लिक्विड नहीं है, तो ये इसकी स्टीम से बड़ी अच्छी होती है। इसलिए गैस से ज्यादा ये वाटर बाथ में अगर आप इसे अवन में रखेंगे तो ज्यादा अच्छा रहता है। और सर्व करने के पहले इसे आप अगर फोक से करेंगे सर्व, एक बार थोड़ा सा इसे हिला देंगे तो ये देखिए वैसे थोड़ा सा इसे हिलाकर और फिर इसे सर्व करिए तो नीचे की जो कटहल है वो सब ऊपर आ जाएगा। तो ये हमारी बिरयानी बिल्कुल तैयार है। और ये जब सर्व करना हो उसी समय आप रखिए इसे अवन के अंदर। ओके, अब हमारा जो पापड़ पनीर टिक्का है उसको भी मैं दिखा देती हूँ उसकी सर्विंग। उसकी सर्विंग के लिए हरी चटनी है, जैसे मैंने आपको बता दिया है। आप ऐसे रख सकते हैं फोक्स वगैरह ग्लास में अगर आप चाहें। ऐसा एक गार्निश बना सकते हैं। ये देखिए ये खीरा लेकर अगर आप इसको, ये वाला जो जूलियन ये होता है, ये निकल गया बस। Alright, what you can do is you can just take for the garnishing of paneer tikka. I've made this garnish and see how you can do it. Just take out the peel with this julienne peeler and insert a toothpick with a cherry tomato inside. So this makes a beautiful garnish. You can put this on one side and you can serve some, if you like, some salad. Don't put too much salt in your salad. Just put some lemon in your onion slices, maybe some peppers on the side. You can just leave this. And I know my tikka is not done, but I'm going to take it out and kind of complete it and show it to you how to serve it. So tikka nikal do. You do it for about 15-20 minutes till it turns golden. So now, after this is done, for after about 15 minutes, after this is done, what you need to do is, after about 10 minutes, you need to brush some melted butter on it. This is very important. Once the coating turns dry after 10 minutes, just brush it with melted butter, put it back into the oven for about 4 to 5 minutes. It turns a beautiful golden color, and then to serve, you can just serve them. Just a minute. Let me put this garnish on the side. So a paneer tikka, which should take about 15-20 minutes, 15 minutes, maybe 10 minutes in the beginning, then 5 minutes or 4 minutes, depending on how hot your oven is, how long it takes in your oven, where you placed it. A middle rack or a higher rack is good enough. If you are in a hurry, you can put it on the higher rack because you don't have to cook it. It just needs to brown and crisp. The papad is also already cooked. The paneer is a cooked thing. So the basin is also roasted. So nothing uncooked has really gone in. So you can just serve your paneer tikka like this. Okay. So now after the paneer tikka, we go on to the next, which is yeah. Let's have a Q&A session. If you have any questions, you can ask me.
Ma'am, can you explain why you kept it in the water bath and removed it? Because you explained in
The biryani. Why I put the biryani in the water bath?
Ma'am, yes.
हाँ, The biryani was put in the water bath. Otherwise, because of the heat, the biryani gets very dry. But now, if you put it in a water bath, the steam also comes out, and it keeps the whole thing. The oven is not, it's not dry heat, it's moist heat there. That is the difference. You just make the heat moist. It has a lot of moisture, the heat. So the biryani is nice and the texture is much better if you put it in a water bath.
I want to
Alright?
ask, I want to ask what we
Yeah,
can
what?
use,
हाँ बोलते जाओ दोनों बोलो हाँ बोलो
what we
Yes,
can
Ma'am, if we,
use. Sorry, you proceed, please.
okay
ma'am,
no,
I
no,
wanted
please.
to know if we can't give water bath, we don't have time, we can microwave it also. And this
Yeah,
pot is
yes,
microwave proof or
yes.
what?
This earthenware are microwave proof. You can microwave it if you don't have the time. You can do that, not a problem.
I just want to ask what we can use as a substitute for paneer masala.
Paneer masala, then you add a little less garam masala, maybe half a teaspoon of garam masala.
Garam masala. Okay. Thank
Okay?
you. Thank you.
Half a
मैम
teaspoon.
पापड़ को माइक्रोवेव में नहीं करे तो किसमें कर सकते हो रोस्ट?
बिल्कुल कर सकते हो काला मत करना अगर आप
अच्छा।
पापड़ को ऐसे सेकोगे तो काला नहीं करना
गैस
माइक्रोवेव
पे
में
सेक के
काला
कर
नहीं।
सकते हैं। अच्छा
हाँ बिल्कुल कर सकते हो
तो
काला
मैम
नहीं
अवन
करना।
में जाने के बाद वो जलेगा नहीं जब सेका हुआ रहेगा तो?
बिल्कुल नहीं जलता है। अभी ये रख दो थोड़ी देर पड़ा रहने दो। वो पनीर टिक्का पड़ा है ना थोड़ा सा पड़ा है पनीर टिक्का।
मैम मिडिल रेट में रखेंगे उसको?
नहीं थोड़ा सा हायर पे रखिए मिडिल से थोड़ा ऊपर क्योंकि ऊपर से हमें ब्राउन करना है जल्दी हो जाता है।
Ma'am, for biryani, if we are adding vegetables, how cooked they should be? Because are they not going to be cooked in the oven as well?
Yes, but somehow it's nothing like chicken that it gets overcooked. You can keep them, almost cooked. They don't get cooked so well, in the oven. They don't really get cooked. So don't keep them raw, thinking that they will get cooked. A little overcooked won't matter, but if they are a little raw, that you won't enjoy. Okay?
So they should be like 80-90% cooked, right?
Maybe 90%. Maybe
okay.
90%.
Thank you.
Just, I would say crisp tender. Tender. Okay?
Perfect.
All right.
You.
Now we are doing the Lucknowi kebabs with beef jam and zarda kulcha. Okay. Now I've taken this, what do you call it? Just a minute. Jimmican, yam, suran, elephant foot. There are many names for it. So this is what it looks like. A lot of mud. It grows underground. So you need to wash it nicely, cut it, and then boil it. So how have I boiled it? If you see in this, it's yellowish in color. I added a little haldi to the water. There's of course salt, and there is tej patta or bay leaves. And you boil it till it is, it's tender. If you press a knife, then the knife goes in without any resistance. You have to see that the knife goes in without, when you are checking, just put your knife in like this and check. If the knife goes in without resistance, it is done. So this has been boiled and kept. I'm going to strain this and use this. Okay. Now for this, I'm going to heat a little oil, or a little ghee is better actually for this recipe. Let me take a little ghee. And once the ghee is hot, I'm going to add some whole spices. Now, which are the whole spices? You can see this patthar phool, stone flower, gangar phool, some whole moti elaichi, and some cinnamon sticks. Break the cinnamon sticks because we have to grind this. So it's a good idea to break it and put it. Pound, just open your moti elaichi, your black cardamoms, and a little stone flower. I've reduced the heat because I don't want my whole spices to burn. Now once they turn fragrant, I'm going to add some garlic. Roughly chopped because everything is going to go in the mixer. Some ginger and green chilies chopped. And then I'm going to add this. Once the ginger garlic is done, I'm going to add this. Let me increase the heat a little now. So what is this? This is boiled yam, suran or jinikan, and it's pork tender or knife tender, boiled with some bay leaves, which I'm going to remove now. I can see my garlic changing color. I'm going to add this. This doesn't need much cooking, kind of just grind it out, the excess water.
What we can substitute for yam and
If you don't like yam, if you like mushrooms, you could do it with mushrooms. You don't need to, you can just blanch the mushrooms and use it. You can do potatoes if you like, or you could do mixed vegetables. Cauliflower also would be a good idea. Okay, now this is done. Now what all goes into it? I'm going to add a little kitchen king to it. I've written kitchen king in the recipe, Nita Mehta kitchen king powder. But we have a nice kebab and seekh masala also. If you happen to have this, you can use this also, any of it. Some coriander stalks, not the leaves, only the stalks. I have some kevra jal, which tastes very nice, and a little paneer, like this is 100 grams of paneer grated, which I'm going to use. This paneer, I've grated this and kept. A little of this kitchen king masala, and then haldi, dhania, and little salt. Okay. All the masalas are given in the recipe. I'm going to remove this from fire now. This is done. And paneer abhi mat dalo, because ekdam switch ho jata hai. Let's not add the paneer. Let's add the other things. The coriander stalk goes in. After removing from the fire, dhania and lal mirchi, Nita Mehta dhania powder, Nita Mehta red chili powder is gone in. Some salt. Some of this masala, kitchen king, and a little bit of kevra jal. I love using kevra jal in my recipes. It imparts a very nice flavor. And then I'm going to add the paneer, the grated paneer. Now this is done. Now this has to be ground to a paste. Mixer kahan hai? So now I'm going to send this to be ground to a paste. But when you grind it, you have to be careful that you don't, grind it all together. It's better to do it in 2 batches. So the jinikan with a little paneer, the masalas is going to be ground. And grind the whole cardamoms. Don't bother. The seeds also, the skin also, everything gets ground in a mixer. Okay. Now let's do a little garnishing on the kebabs. And the garnishing is, I have this potato. You can see I made a hole in it. Now what do you do to this? You just peel a potato, cut it into, the sides are cut like this. You can see I put some oil for heating. And just scoop this out from both sides to make a hollow. And this garnish that I'm teaching you is not necessarily on the kebabs. You can do it on the, on your chana bhaturas, on anything where you want to put a little potato. It goes very well. Okay. So let me not do this because I already have one which has been hollowed very nicely. So I'll use this. Now all you have to do is slice this thinly. This is enough. And I'm going to sprinkle some corn flour on it. Corn flour. Just sprinkle some corn flour on it. Dredge it with corn flour. Let's see, the oil is hot. The oil is not hot yet. Okay. Now, what other garnishings are we doing? I told you zarda kulcha. What we need to do is take a kulcha, and it's a good idea because you don't want it so thick. And people who are not in India and can't find a kulcha, you can always use pita bread for it. So just let's roll it a little. There, we've rolled it and cut it slightly bigger than your kebab. There we have one. एक में से अभी एक ही निकला है. This is a little extra big. So I'll just take out more. Now what you need to do is brush this with a little of this kesar milk that I've made. So it doesn't taste dry. It's crisp, yet a little more succulent. So we have our kulcha also. Now, once the paste has been ground, it's going to look like this. I've already ground some paste and kept. And if you see, it's very sticky. It's a sticky paste, and I'm going to add some corn flour to it. And mix it up nicely. This is the same yam paste which my help has gone to ground. But once it is ground, you can't use it. You need to, even if I can't make kebabs out of it because, वो बनते नहीं है. It needs to cool down and refrigerate for a while. So I'm using this.
What is the normal alternative for this kebab?
For this kebab, if you want to do non-veg, you can always do chicken mince. And chicken mince को आप ऐसे ही जैसे yam को सॉटे किया था, ऐसे ये देखो अभी आई है ये वाली. दिखा दो. मिक्सी में in 2 batches she has done this, but I won't use this because this is hot. I won't be able to shape it into kebabs. Let me show you the tikkas. They're nice and brown. They are ready now. See, the papad hasn't burnt and they're just ready to be served. कुलचे के 2 और ऐसे काट अंदर से. Okay. Now, what do you do to this paste? After adding the corn flour, we have some. Anita, मुझे तिल और वो ये है. अच्छा. Now, let's see this. Yeah, this is hot now. The potatoes can be fried. This is corn flour coated, hollowed sliced potatoes. Now, what do you do with this? You can. First of all, dredge a plate with some corn flour. And with wet hands, this is some coriander, and I have some sesame seeds here. So I've mixed the two. Let me take some out in a plate. The potatoes are done. Let me take them out. I'm going to spread the coriander and the sesame seeds in a plate like this. I have some split almonds here. Yes, थोड़ा सा और fry करेंगे. Now with wet hands, make the kebabs with the mixture. See, the mixture has to be refrigerated, cold, and after you made the mixture, the kebab like this, keep your hands wet. The mixture has been lying outside, so it's a little sticky. And what you do is, roll this on sides, and in the center, we press an almond kebab layer, and you press an almond like this. So this is, and put them on a plate drizzled with some corn flour. Otherwise, they stick. So this is how you make your kebabs. Now the kulchas that I brushed with the kulchas that I brushed with the saffron milk have gone into the oven. And this is also done. The alus are nice and crisp. Okay. So make a ball with wet hands, flatten it, roll it over, roll the sides over the coriander and the sesame mixture, and make kebabs like this. I've already made them because it's very difficult to do it with a warm mixture. Since this mixture was lying here, it's become a little warm. Okay. Now, all you have to do is fry this. Again, a little ghee is better for this. Okay. Now, see, even though I had put it on a plate lined with corn flour, it still sticks sometimes. So just, and make them a little thick like this. Now I've written beet jam. You can serve it with chutney also, but beet jam tastes very nice with it. It gives a nice, exquisite look to it. So let me tell you about the beet jam. I'm not going to make it because I already have beetroot ka. Or ingredients dikhate hain, beetroot dikhate. See, this is the beet jam which I make and I freeze. So it freezes very well. So I've done this. All you do is boil beet and grate it, add some raisins, some kishmish chopped, a little dahi, and grind it to a paste with some dahi and lemon juice, and you have something like this, a beet jam. Okay, let's have a look at this. Still not done. need to wait for a while. Yeah. Now for the garnish, what all do we have? We have this platter with us. I have this. I have some beef jam. And let me take out these kulchas. Yeah, they are nice and crisp from the oven. Still not done. Okay. I put some beef jam on the kulcha. And I put a kebab on it. Needs to be done a little more. And again, some beef jam. And a potato crisp like this. And just sprinkle some sesame seeds. These potato chips look very beautiful on, you know, on your chana kulchas or anything. You can do that. And if you like, you can just throw some wheat here. Sesame seeds दे दो थोड़े से. So this is done. Our Lucknowi kebabs with beef jam. See, just a little here. Some til on the platter. So this is done. Okay. Now next, another third one. Now if you wanted to do this with chicken, what you need to do is just instead of boiling the yam, just instead of boiling this yam, just take chicken mince and saute it and then cook it covered. Yam ko to humne aise hi kar diya tha. Chicken you need to cook it covered and then grind it, and don't add paneer to it, add an egg to it. So these kebabs are done. Okay. Now we have another one. Any questions?
मैम कबाब्स को माइक्रोवेव में भी कर सकते हैं?
नहीं, ये पैन फ्राइड ही हैं. इनको आप पैन फ्राई ही करें. ठीक है? ओके.
मैम अरारोट आपने किस में डाला था?
मैम आई वांट टू आस्क वन क्वेश्चन.
हाँ बोलो.
जो आपने ये पापड़ पनीर टिक्का बनाया था, कैन वी डू यूज एयर फ्रायर आल्सो?
यस, बहुत अच्छे बनते हैं एयर फ्रायर में.
एंड एट व्हाट हाउ मच डिग्री?
सब लिखा हुआ है आपकी रेसिपी में, प्लीज ध्यान से देख लेना. मेरा
सेम फॉर द ओवन एंड सेम फॉर द एयर फ्रायर.
नहीं, एयर फ्रायर में कम टाइम लगता है. एयर फ्रायर विल टेक 5-7 मिनट्स.
5 to 7 minutes. ओके, थैंक यू.
आप शक्ल देख लीजिएगा ना, पकी हुई चीजें सिर्फ क्रिस्प करनी है आपने. ठीक है
मैम, आपने अरारोट कोरिएंडर में डाला था क्या?
नहीं, अरारोट मैंने मिक्सचर में डाला था, जो किसके आया था ना उसमें डाला था.
वो प्लेट में बिल्कुल नहीं डाला था क्या रोल करने?
प्लेट में थोड़ा सा चिपके ना, इसलिए डाला था. वो तो कोई भी कबाब आप डालोगे इसलिए डाला था. और मिक्सचर में आपने
आलू में बॉईल करना है कि कच्चा ही फ्राई करना है?
नहीं, आलू आप पार बॉईल कर लीजिए, इसके बॉईल कर लीजिए आलू. ठीक है,
थैंक यू.
चलिए, अब ये मेरे पास है सोए के कबाब बना रही हूँ मैं, जो कासुंदी कबाब है. ये मैंने दही ले ली है, हम योगर्ट, और इसमें मैं ये कासुंदी मस्टर्ड डाल रही हूँ. ये कासुंदी मस्टर्ड ऐसे मिलता है, हमारी साइट से भी आप चीजें ले सकते हैं. ये होल ग्रेन मस्टर्ड है. तो इसमें मैं दही में मैंने ये डाला कासुंदी मस्टर्ड. और इसमें मैं डाल रही हूँ थोड़ा सा कोकोनट पाउडर। ये कोकोनट पाउडर है, बारिश की वजह से जम गया। और थोड़ा सा सरसों का तेल, थोड़ी सी अदरक लहसुन की पेस्ट, थोड़ी सी मैं डाल रही हूँ पीली मिर्च, आप लाल मिर्च भी डाल सकते हैं, मैं डाल रही हूँ नीता मेहता पीली मिर्च, और थोड़ा सा भुना जीरा है। और इसको मैं अच्छी तरह से मिक्स कर रही हूँ। नमक की खास जरूरत नहीं पड़ती क्योंकि कासुंदी में नमक काफी होता है अपना। और इसमें वो कॉर्नफ्लावर दे दो थोड़ा सा, वो पड़ा है, थोड़ा सा कॉर्नफ्लावर। कॉर्नफ्लावर मैरिनेट में बेसन या कॉर्नफ्लावर कुछ डालना जरूरी होता है। अच्छा, अब आपने इसको एक बार चख लेते हैं, इसका नमक वगैरह बिल्कुल ठीक है नमक। ओके, अब इसमें हमने क्या करना है, ये सोया है, इसको मैंने बॉईल करा है। कैसे? पानी उबाला नमक वाला, और ये फ्रोजन सोया चाप है, इसके अंदर मैंने डाल दी और 2 मिनट उबालना है, बस, ज्यादा देर नहीं, और छोड़ दो। आधा घंटा छोड़ने के बाद इसका ऐसे निकाल के लकड़ी, और इसको फिर आप 2 पीसेस में काट लीजिए। लंबाई में ऐसे काट लीजिए, और काटने के बाद हम इसे मैरिनेड में डाल देंगे। थोड़ा सा पोंछ लीजिए अगर गीली है, या थोड़ी देर पड़े रहने दीजिए तो वो सूख जाता है। अब इसकी जगह अगर आप ये नहीं पसंद करते तो आप आलू भी ले सकते हैं, आलू और चेरी टोमेटोज। तो ये छोटे छोटे आलू आप देख रहे हैं, ऐसे छोटे वाले आलू हैं जिन्हें मैंने उबाल के छील दिया है, तो वो आलू भी आप इसमें डाल सकते हैं। अब इसको क्या करना है, हमने इसमें मैरिनेड में चिल्ली देना, 7 स्टिक्स होंगी। नहीं, यहाँ पड़ी है नीचे, तो वो भी है, कलौंजी के साथ पड़ा होगा ना। ये पड़ी है अनीता। अच्छा, अब ये ले लीजिए, और इसको हमने 7 स्टिक्स पे ऐसे लगाना है। ग्रिल रैक दे दो, ग्रीस कर दो। इसको बस आपने ऐसे लगाकर, और इसके ऊपर थोड़ा सा आपने हरा धनिया और थोड़ी सी कलौंजी लगाकर इसे आपने अवन में रखना है। तो ये ग्रीस रैक पे आपने इसको ऐसे रखना है। अगर आप आलू लेंगे तो आलू को भी ऐसे ही मैरिनेट में डालकर, आलू को भी ऐसे आलू डाल लीजिए, फिर एक टमाटर डाल लीजिए, अगर टमाटर चेरी टोमेटो नहीं है एक शिमला मिर्च डाल दीजिए, या कुछ भी डाल दीजिए, टमाटर को डीसीड करके डाल दीजिए, और ऐसे आप आलू भी बना सकते हैं अगर आप चाहें। इसके ऊपर भी थोड़ा सा धनिया और कलौंजी लगा दीजिए। तो ऐसे बनाकर इसे हम अवन में करेंगे। 2-3 बना दो। दो तीन आलू बना दो, 2-3 ये बना दो। ओके, अब इसको हम किसके साथ सर्व करेंगे? इसको हम सर्व करेंगे एक सॉस के साथ। ये हम एक लेमन, we'll serve it with lemon butter sauce now. Lemon butter we are saying, so we'll add a little butter first. This is very quick. Then add a little thyme to it. Let the butter melt. Add a little thyme. Cream pakda do. Let me just stir this, and the thyme should get a little fragrant. Till the thyme gets fragrant, I just wanted to tell you all, we've come out with some nice pickles. Like this is Nita Mehta's green chili pickle. We've also come out with a mango pickle, with a mixed pickle. So these are the pickles that we've come out with. This is the mango pickle. They are good digestives. Don't be scared to have pickles. They boost your immunity. They are good digestives. So do have a little and enjoy your meal to the fullest. Okay. It's fragrant. Now I'm going to add a little garlic to it. And once this is done, I'm going to add a little maida to it. And now I'll just switch off the flame. I don't want my cream and all to curdle. Thin cream. Thin cream and a little Kasundi mustard and a little lemon juice and a little water to get the right consistency of the sauce. I'll return to fire. And our sauce is done. This recipe tastes very nice with fish. You could either use paneer, strips of paneer, you could use fish, you could use potatoes, you could use soya, whatever I said. So our sauce is ready. Now how do you serve this? I have some nice crisp onion rings, some finely cut juliennes of, I've removed the sauce. I don't want it to overcook. A lettuce leaf, giving it a little fusion touch, and a little bit of juliennes of red pepper, yellow pepper, onions, and lettuce. What I need to do is actually add a little sauce at the base. And then let me put this here. And अब वो निकाल दो एक, कोई बात नहीं. You can also put the sauce on top if you like this. Okay. Now this, every time your kebabs come out, you need to brush them with some butter. But this is still not done, but I'm just showing you. This is how you serve them. You can even serve one aloo, one potato, and one soya, one paneer and one aloo. You could do it like this, or serve two aloos together any way you like. And then just put this, a little bit of sauce more on it. So this is how you serve your kebabs, whether it's aloo tilli or your fish or your paneer, anything in this would taste really delicious. So thanks for joining in. And now I will be taking a break for a while. And if you have missed my classes and if you do feel like cooking even more interesting things, you can always look up the videos on cookflix.in. Maybe a month later, I'm going to restart, month and a half. It might go up to 1.5 months. So do look up cookflix.in for the choice of your videos, what you would like to cook. And if you can't find the ingredients for them, do look up nitamehta.com for our masalas, for our achar, for my books. And we also have catering. So if you are interested in giving small parties, you can order from us too.
मैम
All
कटहल
right,
का
any
बता
questions?
दीजिए मैम कटहल का बता
I just
दीजिए
wanted to know where to get the terracotta, the pots for biryani in Delhi.
In Delhi, the terracotta pots are available in Saket and in, near that mall, Select City Walk ke bahar.
Oh,
There
okay.
are lots of
Okay.
shops, lots
Ma'am,
of
can
shops.
you
But
just
just tell
show?
them that it should be heat proof. That is what is important.
Oh, okay, perfect, ma'am. Thank you.
Ma'am, can you just show a katal, the texture of the katal which you cook? Whether I want to see how meaty it looks.
Should I show you the biryani that it's gone into the biryani? I'll show you the biryani.
The
biryani
pieces, the katal piece.
I will.
Just want you to
मैम
shred it
कटहल का एक बार प्रोसेस बता दीजिए ना, कच्चा और
जी,
फ्रोजन का।
हाँ, कटहल को एक सेकंड मैं पहले ये शक्ल दिखा दूं आपको कटहल की, फिर मैं पीसेस दिखा देती हूँ आपको।
You get this in Amazon, ma'am, the terracotta?
I don't think. See, the kathal, if I break it like this, it breaks. It's nice and cooked. So if you've taken frozen, it gets cooked faster. If you've taken the raw one, it takes a little longer. See, it's like chicken. When you break it, it should shred. It should shred.
It's got a meaty texture, right?
Yes. Definitely. Well, very delicious. And the kevla and the desi ghee, I can smell everything. Okay, now how to do the kathal? किसी ने मेरे से पूछा था। तो कटहल को हमने क्या किया? No, I didn't boil it. अगर आपका कच्चा है, तो फिर आप एक बार गर्म पानी से निकाल लें उसे 2-3 मिनट के लिए। अगर फ्रोजन है, तो वो वैसे ही नरम होता है। तो उसमें सारी चीजें डाल के थोड़ा पैन फ्राई कर लो। लोग तो तलते हैं, मैं तला नहीं, मैंने पैन फ्राई किया है। पैन फ्राई करने के बाद जब हमने ग्रेवी बना ली तो उसमें कटहल डाल दिया था बस हमने। ठीक है?
कच्चा मैम 2-3 मिनट में हो जाता है कच्चा कटहल?
कच्चा कटहल को आप 2-3 मिनट करने के बाद थोड़ा सा हल्का बिल्कुल उबालना है और उसके बाद पैन फ्राई करना है। उसके बाद मसाले में भी वो पकेगा।
वो तो होता है, हाँ।
कई बार पकेगा। अगर थोड़ा कम भी पका होगा तो मसाले में थोड़ा टाइम ज्यादा लगेगा। आपने एंड में देखना है कि कटहल आपका पक गया है।
मैम जिमीकंद ना हम लोग कैलकाटा में 2-3 बार मंगाए, तो वो जब बनाए ना काट के, तो गला में बहुत खुजली आ गई थी। उसकी क्या पहचान है, कैसा लेना है?
जो जिमीकंद है वो आप एक तो तेल लगा के हाथ पे काटिए उसको तेल से और उसको उबालिए। जब आप उबालते हैं तो उसमें हल्दी और नमक और थोड़ा सा अमचूर भी डाल सकते हैं। अमचूर से भी वो गले को नहीं लगता है। अरबी हो या का ये जिमीकंद है, थोड़ा सा उबालते समय आधा चम्मच अमचूर डाल दीजिए, वो गले को नहीं लगता फिर।
ओह अच्छा, इसीलिए हम लोग का नहीं हुआ था।
मैम ये जो कसौंदी है, कसौंदी येलो मस्टर्ड और ब्लैक मस्टर्ड?
कासुंदी है, कासुंदी इज ब्लैक मस्टर्ड, सरसों। ओके, तो उसका पेस्ट रेडीमेड बाजार में आता है और आई डू नीड टू मेक इट? ऑनलाइन मिल जाएगा कासुंदी आपको, हमारी साइट पे मिल जाएगा।
What does sela rice mean, ma'am, in English?
Sela is parboiled rice. Parboiled rice.
That is raw rice, like small grain also.
No, sela. See, every rice can be small or long grain. So basmati rice also you get the regular Rosanna basmati, which is small grain, and you get an expensive basmati also. In the same way, the sela rice is also basmati sela, they call it. Basmati sela, which is a long grain basmati rice.
You cook it the same way only.
Oh, yes, only soaking longer is required, and timing is a little more because it's a little, you know, it doesn't have, even if the quantity is too much, if the grains remain separate, if you can see, the grains are absolutely separate.
Ma'am, one more question. जो आपने ये कसौंदी कबाब बनाया, ये भी हम एयर फ्राई कर सकते हैं because we don't use OTG.
नहीं तो जो कौन से वाले? हाँ, आप एयर फ्राई कर सकते हैं, बिल्कुल सारे कबाब एयर फ्राई हो सकते हैं।
Okay, ma'am, thank you.
Ma'am, I've come out with this. एक second, I've come out with this immunity wall. तो ये जरा 1 महीना पी के देखें, आपकी सेहत में बहुत फर्क पड़ेगा, बहुत इम्यूनिटी आती है, and it's very delicious also. So try putting it in milk, and you can buy it online from our site. This is immunity wall, which has all the best ingredients. Yeah, tell me.
Ma'am, I just want to ask
how long we can
How long
we can store the beetroot jam, ma'am?
I put it in the freezer. After using in a jar, it stays there for 10 days.
Ma'am, suppose I'm putting the handi on a tawa, or which is better, ma'am? Because does it give the same effect? The handi
No,
on a tawa?
on the tawa it becomes dry. If you put it in a water bath in the oven, it's definitely better. I prefer it that way.
If I don't have a terracotta, then I can put in a glass bowl and keep it.
You can, yes, any oven-proof glass dish, any oven-proof glass dish would do. It should be oven-proof.
मैम बासमती की कौन सी क्वालिटी अच्छी है जनरल, अगर जैसे पुलाव बनाने हो, नॉट द ब्रांड बट द क्वालिटी कौन सी अच्छी ले सकते हैं?
Buy the most expensive, it will be good. अच्छी वाली ले लीजिए।
मैम
महंगी
अगर
वाली
हमें
बात
वेजिटेबल बिरयानी, हेलो मैम, अगर हमें
हाँ जी,
वेजिटेबल
बोलिए।
बिरयानी बनानी है तो हमें वही मैरिनेशन में सबको डालना होगा, सारे वेजिटेबल को?
हाँ, इसी तरह करिए आप, इसी तरह। पर आप कटहल क्यों नहीं बनाते? कटहल बहुत अच्छी लगती है।
एक्चुअली हम कटहल थोड़ा कम खाते हैं, दैट्स व्हाई।
आप खा के देखिए, बना के तो देखिए एक बार बना के देखिए। सफल पे, मदर डेयरी पे मिल जाता है सफल का फ्रोजन कटहल।
Ma'am, when do you use meeta ittar? Ma'am, can you use that in the biryani? Meeta ittar. It's like meeta ittar. They put that essence, no, a few drops.
So instead of kevda, you can put that.
Kevda is added on the rice or in the kurma, ma'am, usually?
It's mostly, you should finish it in the on top, final. And wherever you put, it's added towards the end. I put it in the korma also. It tastes nice in the korma also.
मैम हमारे कोलकाता में ना कुलचा बहुत अच्छा एक दो जगह मिलता है, पर इजीली ऑर्डर देना पड़ता है तो ज्यादा अवेलेबल इजीली नहीं है। तो
आप पराठा लगा दो नीचे, पराठा लगा दो।
जी, थैंक यू।
चलिए अब मिलते हैं आपसे।
और मैम कोलकाता में तो मिट्टी के बर्तन बहुत मिलते हैं, हम लोग इस पॉट को मंगाने के लिए क्या बोल के मंगाना होगा?
हांडी बोल दीजिए, हांडी बोलते हैं इसको।
पर मैम ये आपके जैसा तो नहीं दिखता है यहाँ पे।
मिष्टी दोई की हांडी बोल दीजिए, मिष्टी दोई वहाँ इसकी हांडियों में मिलती होगी।
नहीं, आपका जैसा नहीं है मैम यहाँ वाला, तो इसीलिए पूछिए।
चलो जैसा भी है, क्या फर्क पड़ता है इससे?
थैंक यू।
बहुत गहरी नहीं होनी चाहिए, थोड़ी सी चौड़ी हो तो बेटर रहती है।
You said if you don't get kulcha, use paratha, you said, just now?
Yes, you can use a paratha. Yes. All right.
मैम आपका जो वीडियो हम लोग परचेज करते हैं, समझिए मैंने चीज का देखा था आपका, मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा। तो भी क्लास में तो मैम हम लोग क्वेश्चन आंसर आपसे डायरेक्ट कर लेते हैं सामने।
आप मेरे से व्हाट्सएप पे कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, आप व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप ज्वाइन करिए, उसमें सवाल जवाब पूछिए, जो भी पूछना है, कोई बात नहीं, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं। आई एम देयर ऑलवेज फॉर यू, एनी टाइम।
थैंक यू।
ऑलराइट, थैंक यू।
मैम याम की जगह आलू भी यूज कर सकते हैं?